Hi, this is Dwight Rittenhouse from Mount Union Lumber Supply. Today we're going to, in a short video here, show you how to install a metallic floor. You could also use the same metallic on a countertop. The process would be the same, so we can kind of visualize two different uses for this. We're actually doing this interior in our shop here. We're doing it on a 4x4 masonite board to kind of simulate and give you the full entire idea of how to install this. First thing we do is, if we'd be doing it on a concrete floor or countertop, we would abrade the surface, be grinding the concrete floor or sanding the countertop to put a million scratches in it, or to make sure that everything's clean. At that particular time, we would use our 015, which is a clear primer. It's a water-based product. Water-based would work very well over top of concrete and over top of your Formica top. At that time, once the primer was installed the following day, we would take our binder coat, which would be 195% solid clear epoxy, would be our 900 product. It's a 1.5 gallon kit, and we would use the Mount Union Lumber Supply metallic powder. We put anywhere from 4 to 5 to as much as 6 ounces of metallic per unit, depending on the look that you want. By increasing and decreasing the volume of the metallic in the clear binder, you get a slightly different color variation, so it gives you a lot more marbling effect in your floor. So it's nice to take the metallic powder, which is kind of hard to get mixed in, and to let it absorb into the product. So we like to take in our part A the day before, or an hour or so before that we do the job, is to mix the metallic powder into part A, which nothing's going to get hard at this particular time, and just let it set. The part A will absorb the powder. It'll create the powder to be completely absorbed into the color of the epoxy. The next day we would take, or an hour later if you didn't do it the previous day, take your part A and your part B, and obviously you're going to mix that well with a good epoxy beater. And the best thing to do is mix it until you think you're done, and then mix it for another minute. These chemicals must be completely married to each other, or you'll get sticky spots in your floor if you have one product that's not completely mixed with the other product. So as you see as Bill's mixing the colors together, we're going to use multiple colors on this particular job. So we're going to dump them out on the floor or the countertop, and just any arrangement that you may want. So once the product's all dumped out on the floor, we're going to be kind of using an estimate of 85 square feet per 1.5 gallon is roughly the coverage that you're going to get with this product. So kind of measure off your 85 square foot area, and then you kind of dump all your product out, if you was doing a floor, onto that area, and just kind of mixing your colors together. You can see here that we're using a brush on the application to get it mixed together to kind of give us the look that we're after. We use a squeegee a lot of times, kind of the snowplow effect. We would take the squeegee and go back and forth on the countertop or on the room. Once we get the colors all mixed together, not saying that the product's all even on the floor, but then we take a roller and we would actually just roll it out and roll it back, and that'll help to pick up the heavy spots and the light spots and make your product very, very even on the floor. And it also gives you a very unique look of how your metallics go together. One thing about metallic, when you first put it down, it's probably going to be the ugliest thing you ever seen. And it's really amazing how this product kind of marries itself together, how it kind of self-levels one thing, and it'll get a tremendous shine on the top, but you can just watch the components of it kind of marry together and make your finished product. So As we go on through the following day after we have applied our epoxy, we've got the look that we want. We're going to let the product cure. Anytime that you're dealing with a chemical that's an A and B mixed together, you could have little entrapment of air. You could have a little speck of dirt. It's not the end of the world. You're going to see this in putting any floor or any countertop you do. There's a lot of airborne dirt that'll kind of fall on top of this product, maybe like little dust particles, and it'll give you a very obscured look. You'll see it and you'll say, oh boy, look at that dirt on there. But what we're going to do is we take a sander and we're going to sand the entire floor or the countertop, and we're going to get rid of all them little dust bunnies that's on there. Any air bubbles that we have, it's not going to be the end of the world if you happen to get a big air bubble, and it would pop out and it would create a spot that you would see that's going to be very obvious. You just take a little bit of your metallic and your epoxy from the day before, mix some up, and take a Q-tip and just dab that little bit in that particular hole. It's not going to ruin the whole entire floor. A lot of times that adds a lot of beauty to your floor where you had a little bit of a flaw. So once we've sanded the floor, we've dusted it up very, very well with a tack cloth. We're ready. Everything's all cleaned off. We're going to put a final coat of 100% urethane on it. We like to use the single component aliphatic urethane, which is one of the hardest clears that we have. This is going to give you a 100% chemical proof floor. You could spill gasoline on it, you could spill oil or grease on it, and it'll wipe up. And it's food grade, and you have no problem with it around your cooking or whatever. This product, once it's down, is very, very hard to sand off. So you can apply one coat or two coats of clear depending on the wearability of the area that you're doing. If you want more wearability, I would say put 2 coats of clear on one day, and either 6 or 8 hours later another one, or the following day follow up with your second coat. All it's going to do, it's not going to make your floor any more beautiful than what it was the day you done it, but it's also going to give you a little bit thicker wear surface, and if you do spill chemicals on it, it would have less chance of burning through anything if you had a real harsh chemical to ruin the beauty of the floor on the bottom side. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. We're located at 114 West Poplar Street, Mount Union, Pennsylvania. You can give us a call at 814-542-2981, or you can find us on the web at MULS.net. Have a good day.